Hi, welcome to the AV room. Today we're going to do a new sort of topic. I'm going to have an ongoing series. We're going to be doing this most every week as we head into 2026. So this is one of the 2025 debuts of a new video series I'll be doing here at the AV room. What this is a collection of YouTube people that I follow. You've heard me talk about many of them. I've been on one or two of their programs, and we're going to sort of link to these people and their videos and their channels, and you can catch up in the world of music, movies, and television week by week as I do recaps for the videos that they drop. So this is sort of like an entertainment weekly on the digital front for YouTube. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going ahead and start with my first video that I recommend. This is channel 33 and its host Frank Landry. Now Frank covers everything from music releases, sometimes DVDs or Blu-ray releases, new promotional items that he receives, and stuff that he has ordered. Now his newest video is Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. He's covering the new reissue Super Deluxe version for its 50th anniversary. Now, you've seen a lot of these videos out there, unboxings of Wish You Were Here. And Frank is one of those guys whose voices I trust. And he reviews it in his new video. And as he says, it's a deep dive into the colossal box set to see if it's worth the $250 price tag and whether Sony delivered the goods. So Frank Landry, channel 33, unboxing of Pink Floyd's Wish You Were Here this week. A lot of us here on YouTube have heard the name Anthony Fantano. Even outside of YouTube, Anthony's quite well known for his controversial music takes and reviews. He's a fun, definitely entertaining voice in the music community. Anthony Fantano, the internet's busiest music nerd, has a new video that he dropped last week discussing the Needle Drop Writers' top 40 albums of 2025. In the video dropped last week, he sits down with two of the contributing writers, Victoria Blando and Alan Pedd, and discusses the process of creating the list and their top picks. Some of their picks, like Water From Your Eyes, new releases from Skrillex, and FKA Twigs, are discussed in this video. And you'll, like the other videos I'm saying, will find the links in the description below. Make sure you subscribe and leave comments on all these videos because that's what this is all about. Building a circle, a collection of referencing videos that you can go to every weekend and sort of catch up on what's going on in the music scene. Now, one of my favorite things to do every Thursday is go over to the Ingroove channel with Mike. Mike is the owner of a store that sells records, stereo equipment, and cassettes, even some CDs. He likes to focus on SACDs, especially the signed SACDs. Now, every Thursday, Mike has a new release, What's About to Drop on Friday video. And in his latest video, December 12th, he has new releases. This video, presented by Mike, showcases new vinyl record arrivals and restocks for the week of December 12th, 2025. Mike notes that he's getting back to the store after being sick, so it's somewhat entertaining. And he's discovering new arrivals along with us. So just like you and I that are watching his video, he's finding out what just came in because he missed a couple days' work. Now, some key new arrivals are discussed in Mike's new video, including Michael Jackson, #1, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, The Doors, Alan Parsons Project, Ringo Starr, and Duran Duran. Now, the interesting thing about the Ringo Starr and the Duran Duran is they are liquid-filled vinyl. So if you saw my video a couple weeks ago or a month or so ago on the Ninja Turtles green color-filled vinyl, that's what this Ringo Starr and Duran Duran being released are. Liquid-filled vinyls that are, you can move around and see the liquid slosh in them, and he covers these in his new video. So hop over to the Ingroove, check these out, and again, make sure to like and subscribe and stay up with Mike and all his newest releases that he showcases for his record store. They're really entertaining. He also does deep dives and shootouts between various copies of albums he's collected over the years. Definitely entertaining, definitely worth your time. Okay, the next video that I'm going to recommend that you watch is from Mazzy. You've seen me make fun of Mazzy every now and then, but he is a knowledgeable guy who's been around a long time and has hundreds, if not thousands, of vinyl records. He does whatnot auctions. Mike also does whatnot auctions. And his name is Norman Maslov. Everybody calls him Mazzy. And he's known for his famous hat wearing. He's got many hats and is quite knowledgeable. I mean, very knowledgeable. Now, he has been on several roundtable shows, and it's always cool to see his insight. Now, in Norman Maslov, Mazzy's new video, he's got two new releases that he's covering. Now, he's got T-Rex and Devo, and even covers Tori Amos's reissue. Now, these are the new Rhino High Fidelities. They have not shipped yet, so nobody's received them to my knowledge. Now, Norman has previous copies of T-Rex, as do I, the 2017 Kevin Gray version. And many of us are wondering if this new Rhino High Fidelity is going to be worth double dipping and getting another copy of a record you already own. Now, Mazzy covers this in his new video, and again, also talks about Devo, who he has actually hung out with recently. Check out his past videos. And then a reissue of a Tori Amos album. Now, he goes over all the albums in this video that you can find on his channel, linked down below. Now, Norman Mazy Maslov has two videos that he's dropped recently. The one on Rhino High Fidelity with the T-Rex, and then recently a jazz reissues video that I believe dropped yesterday, in which, among other things, he covers Pepper Adams Quintet. So check out both of those videos, two videos from Mazzy. Sometimes he picks out two or three titles and discusses them in the video. Sometimes he focuses on one, but they're definitely great videos. And again, like the other ones I'm recommending, go into his past catalog and check out different videos. I'm sure you'll find several videos with subjects that you will find entertaining, and you can sort of catch up in the world of audiophile through Mazzy's eyes. So check out Mazzy, Norman Mazy Maslov, on his channel. He's a great guy, great videos, highly entertaining. Now, longtime YouTube video followers will also know my next guy, Michael 45. These are big glasses that many people make fun of me for wearing, but I need to see. He is the same way. He has some high-end fashion in glasses. His spectacle wear is number one. Now, Michael generally focuses on high-end audiophile releases. He also, just like Mazzy, has a huge collection of high-end audiophile and a beautiful stereo system, as does Mazzy. And Mike from the Ingroove all have beautiful stereos. Really put this vintage stuff to shame, but you know, I'm a lowly artist. But check out his video collection. He's got a lot of things, and in his new video dropped 5 days ago, he covers The Doors live at the Aquarius Theater, first performance, and it's a 3-disc set that he highlights. He highlights its unbelievable presence, amazing analog production values, and that it captures the band's essence. The Doors is a band we all love, and I'm really wanting to get this new Doors reissue. I haven't ordered it. I've read all the reviews and seen reviews like Michael 45's, and everybody seems to be loving it. Now in the video, Michael emphasizes the Doors' quality as a live performance and its ability to explain why the Doors remain appealing after decades and new generations discovering them year after year after year. Now, this Doors was a very small release, he points out, and there are very few copies left, so don't sleep on the Doors. And someone please, maybe Santa, send me this Doors release. I really wish I had it. Now, the next video channel I'm going to discuss is called Rockfeed. Rockfeed covers mostly hard rock and heavy metal, and they're quite current in everything that pops up on the scene during any given week. Now, last week had a couple videos that he dropped, including two that really stood out. One on the Wayne Static X situation, and if you're not following or don't know about it, check it out. It's very interesting. There's a new documentary, an authorized documentary coming out on Static X that they discuss, as well as a controversial fellow that plans to release his own footage and unreleased music from Static X, including some that he has finished or plans to finish with AI. That's proved to be very controversial, and fans are really mixed on receiving new Static X music. Now, another cool video that they dropped on Rockfeed is covering Sharon Osbourne and her Ozzy situation since he passed. In this video, he talks about how Sharon spent the last day with Ozzy, what Ozzy was up to, and what he said on his final day on Earth. Now, nice thing about this video is it's very sentimental. We all miss Ozzy. Very, very sad situation. So having Sharon start to open up about what Ozzy's last day was is very, very sad, but interesting to all of us Ozzy fans. Now, she says he also attempted a normal day, including a workout. They cover it more in depth. Go check out Rockfeed, subscribe, leave comments, and then start clicking on those videos. They're short, they're informative, but definitely worth your time. Now, the next channel I want to recommend is Melinda Murphy. Melinda's got a great video channel, very professional looking, and occasionally her husband is on the episodes as well. She dropped a video 5 days ago and discusses new releases and a vinyl record that one of her followers sent her. So she gets records sent to her every now and then. Must be nice. You guys, I definitely would love you guys to send me records if you want me to talk about records on this channel. I don't have as many as a lot of these people I'm recommending, which is why I'm recommending them to you. Now, records in anybody's collection are fun, great to listen to, but records that you receive as gifts seem to have a little extra special something. I've been sent one or two that I won in contests, and I really cherish those records. So in Melinda's newest video dropped 5 days ago, like I said, she tends to drop videos on Monday. So Monday, if you're looking for something to watch when you wake up and have your coffee, check out to see if Melinda's video has dropped. They're very entertaining. She's very professional, and she's got a lot of really cool insight into new releases and existing reissues. So in her newest video, she discusses a record that somebody sent her, which is awesome. Everybody loves gifts. I don't ever get gifts, so if you want to send me a gift, my address is in my main page bio, and you can send me a record that I'll talk about on this channel. But in her new video, she discusses who sent her this record, what it is, and she also discusses a few things like the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Whitney Houston, Eddie Money, and discusses all of those and some other titles in her new video. Now, Melinda is a big Van Halen fan. She's a big fan of 80s music, and she's very knowledgeable, informative, and fun to watch. It's kind of like hanging out on the couch with a friend in your age group. We're all getting old. And discussing records. Now, I don't have anybody to discuss records with. I'd love to discuss records with Melinda in her music room and listen to some tunes. Hey, for that matter, I'd love to discuss records with any of these people I'm recommending. I don't really have any friends where I live, so I depend on all of you in YouTube land. Anyway, check out Melinda, subscribe to her channel, leave some comments, and let her know who sent you there. Now, this next channel I'm recommending is one of the guys who's really helped me out a lot in this new YouTube community for vinyl collectors, Steve Westman. Steve Westman has an audiophile show that originally started doing shows on like Wednesday. Well, he started his channel reviewing records himself, and then he shifted to doing shows, I believe, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And now they're shifting sort of to Saturdays and Sundays. So make sure you go to his channel, subscribe, and see when his newest videos are dropping. He often puts up a thumbnail to promote a show that's coming up or around the corner. So Steve's new episode aired yesterday, December 13th. Saturday, it was a live show. I believe in my time zone, it aired around 11 o'clock. So make sure you check your time zone so you're there and you can watch it live and you can interact in the live chat. A lot of people that have shows like myself are in the live chat. We all talk amongst ourselves. I've met a lot of friends that have added comments on my page in my videos, which is really cool. There's a great guy by the name of Patrick, and he always ends up in the live chat. leaves comments on my channel. Everybody digs Patrick. He's a cool guy. So you can make friends in these live chats like I do. So in his newest episode that aired yesterday, he had co-host Martin Strong. Now Martin is a DJ from Canada. Steve is Canadian as well, and they discuss a few things. In fact, Martin was on the episode that I was on Steve Westman's channel. So check that out in his past episodes. So this week he had on Martin, and they discussed the audiophile vinyl world in 2025 and what's been happening. He always has really current topics, discusses new releases that are coming out or rumored to be coming out. So he discusses rising prices, release fatigue, the same releases getting released over and over and over. Fleetwood Mac, Led Zeppelin, always it gets discussed seemingly. Pink Floyd, stuff like that. And incredible mastering, great pressings, and talks with passionate collectors. So the new episode, he says, what would collectors realistically expect in 26? What titles are we going to see next year? A lot of cool stuff like that. So I'm going to leave the link down below for the newest episode, but make sure you go and subscribe to his channel. It's one of the best channels on YouTube. He also has a group that he runs on Facebook for Rhino High Fidelity. They cover other subjects too, but they really focus on Rhino High Fidelity. It lets us know when all the new titles are going to drop, or maybe drop some hints. I'm always mocking him about what's behind him on his live streams, if they're hints or Easter eggs. Great guy, great channel. Check it out and subscribe. Okay, 2 more left. The next one I'm going to recommend is a used record store. Now, they also sell new records, but they really focus in their videos on flipping through the used records they've just received. This channel is called Big Love Vinyl. I've ordered from Big Love Vinyl in the past several times, and they're really great, great shippers, pack everything nice and safe, affordable prices. They have collectors stuff, as well as new titles, new vinyl release, and old dead stock. So sometimes he'll show records that are from the 80s or the 90s, sometimes the 70s, and they're sealed, never opened, and he sells them in his store. Big Love Vinyl. You can also find them online. He's got a lot of their stock online. So every Thursday, Friday, he drops an episode. The newest episode was from Friday, December 12th, and these are their new vinyl releases for the week. He always says, if you like the videos, leave a thumbs up and comment, and make sure to subscribe. Now, in this newest episode, he has new arrivals and restocks, and there's a lot of titles. He covers Christmas titles from Stevie Wonder, Kelly Clarkson, Chris Isaak, NSYNC, Stryper, Glenn Campbell, Steve Perry, Dolly Parton. He also has new used records, stuff like Fleetwood Mac, Donovan, Steely Dan. He's got Heart, Gene Simmons, Beach Boys, Stevie Nicks, Jaws soundtrack. I'm a soundtrack guy. It's cool to see somebody talking about soundtracks. He also has new sealed records, and he flips through and shows you everything as he's standing in his shop. Same thing that Mike does, but with used records. So he's got new sealed records he covers from Ozzy, Mariah Carey, Tanya Tucker, Temple of the Dog, Mandy Moore, Leon Womack, Alison Krauss, Rush Moving Pictures. Fantastic channel, a lot of fun. Most of his videos are between 20 minutes to a half hour, and he quickly flips through them. Doesn't spend a lot of time, but they're a lot of fun. He has a cup of coffee, shows you his view from his store outside. It's beautiful, well fun, crafted videos. Like and subscribe to Big Love Vinyl. Now, the last video channel I'm going to recommend has uploads every Sunday. They're called Skylabs Audio. The new video for today, as I'm recording this on Sunday, has not dropped yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to pour another cup of coffee, sit on the couch, and watch Skylabs Audio. Skylabs Audio is a brick and mortar store in Iowa. Now, West Des Moines, Iowa, and is owned by Kevin Mall. He's a former musician and audio enthusiast who opened his store in 2016. His passion for vintage and modern hi-fi audio, vinyl, and stereo restoration. It's a very popular YouTube video. He covers a lot of stuff like vintage gear. A lot of the stuff that I'm into is vintage gear. I'm not really into new stuff, just don't have the funds for it. And that's what's cool about Skylab's audio, is that Kevin talks about vintage gear, vintage speakers. And again, he was a musician, so he knows music. Very, very fun, cool, informative channel. He recently opened a satellite version where you can host parties and have listening events. And he covers all of that in this video. They're very well edited, very well shot, and like I said, so informative. Now, he's the owner and focuses on the restoration and hi-fi systems. He does top tens. They're located in Iowa, and they have an online store. Recently, he started selling stuff online. He's got really cool t-shirts, cable interconnects, everything very affordable. And make sure you check out his new video that I'll be dropping later today. So Kevin at Skylab's Audio. And like all these other things I'm recommending, links will be in the description box below, so you can hop over to these various channels, like and subscribe and leave comments. And like everything, let them know who sent you. Here in the AV room, my goal is to discuss records, movies, TV shows, and toys, but also to build a community myself among my channels that I love to watch. And I've talked to a lot of these guys, and like I said, I was on Steve Westman's show once. So it's a really great way if you're in a distant, remote location like I am, and you really don't know anybody that talks about your hobbies. These channels are fantastic for that. And you'll have a lot of fun, a lot of entertaining hours watching these videos. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you next time here in the audio video room. Please like and subscribe. You know the drill. I'm trying to build up to 1,000 followers and get to the point where I can really start pumping videos out. I'm about to start a new job. I recently retired from the world of tattoo in the past couple of days, so big changes coming. And I really appreciate every one of you that's taking the time to watch my videos and comment. So thank you, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you next week here in the audio video room.